Good evening, everybody. It is Meteorologist H4 Forecast, guys, and welcome back to the video. Hope you guys are on doing your wonderful Tuesday evening or afternoon. And I do apologize again ahead of time for posting a lot later than usual. I'm actually going to have one video out today just because my schedule's been messed up because due to a tennis meeting out in the high school. Which I was actually not aware of, and I found it as soon as I got out of school. So I do apologize again. But this could be This is gonna be another update on the potential windstorm Jacob that could definitely bring in a ton of snow for millions. It could be a major blizzard, gonna bring snow from the Midwest, Ohio Valley, Ozarks, Northeast, and even the Mid-Atlantic. We can even have a couple snow flurries in the Appalachias in the Southeast. So definitely a lot of people to be impacted by late this week, as it starts more likely into Thursday night and ends all the way into the late weekend. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. Really means a lot when you guys support my channel. We are so close to 2,030 subscribers. I'm so used to seeing 1,000, and I know with the support with all you guys, you will get there very fast. Also, be sure to share the channel to any friends or family that you think are going to be in the way of the system or that you think will love my channel. But without further ado, let's get this video. So we are going to be looking at the National Weather Service really quickly because we actually have a new update on the, of course, on the alerts. We actually now have winter storm watches and winter weather alerts have now been issued ahead of the storm. So yeah, definitely a lot have been issued a lot kind of very early, as you can say, like a lot more ahead of time than usual. But again, we do still have there's a very big chance it's actually going to happen. Again, we have the major cold front here. We have less severe weather with this. So there's the open window for a major blizzard. Again, Isaiah was a bust because there was the severe weather extended, which it made the atmosphere a lot warmer as well. We also had the major warm front. So that's the only reason why. So those people who are saying this is probably going to be like Isaiah, but it's not. It could be the complete opposite. But again, we have winter weather advisories out here already for Chicago, Illinois, Aurora, Illinois. We have areas into southwestern, even far southern Wisconsin. We also do have Des Moines, Iowa City, areas near Waterloo, all these areas, and for much of Iowa, really. And then we have Omaha and even Lincoln, Nebraska, into the eastern counties of Minnesota. Lincoln, Nebraska, and Omaha, again, on the eastern counties of Nebraska. And then we do have another area of winter weather advisories more into far northern Wisconsin. We also have Duluth, Minnesota, and also into north central Minnesota. We also do have areas into far northeastern South Dakota, and even in areas into southeastern North Dakota. So again, and then we even have a couple windstorm watches. I feel like this is just for lake effect snow, but I feel like this is going to be. I feel like this lake effect or these watches are also for the system as well, because usually they don't really have a ton of windstorm watches for lake effect snow unless it's really bad. Because again, you constantly see lake effect snow in some of these areas. But obviously not with the warmer temperatures. But again, as we now get into Friday, within the next 72 hours, again, here we have the system forming with all of the precipitation right here. Again, we are going to be seeing very heavy rain and some severe weather, but it's not going to be as bad as well as Isaiah. Again, of course, every system, snow always has severe weather or rain. Again, we have this area here into the Rockies. Again, it's not part of this. Again, you're probably thinking, oh, that's a major system already. But again, this is actually just another system out here into the Rockies and even affecting the areas in the Sierras. But again, we're going to be seeing actually another ice system. Like Isaiah, again, for many of those people who know, Isaiah brought a ton of ice. We wouldn't even argue more ice than snow. But again, we're going to be seeing a ton of ice before this system really built up. We're going to be seeing a ton of ice for much of Missouri, into far northern Kansas, central, and even eastern Nebraska. And could be seeing some heavier snow out here near Omaha and even Lincoln, Nebraska. So some major cities are already that will be getting affected first. And then by Saturday, late morning to early afternoon, the system just gets a lot worse. Now going to be seeing blizzard conditions likely throughout areas near Minneapolis, St. Paul, Rochester. We can definitely be seeing a big snowmaker throughout major cities. Again, going to bring some snow as well for Grand Forks and even Fargo. Going to be seeing some very heavy snow as well, getting it right into Milwaukee, Madison, Wisconsin, possibly blizzard conditions as well near Eau Claire, and also going to be seeing a major ice threat throughout areas near Des Moines and into northern Missouri and even far western Illinois. Again, I think the severe weather will be actually south of the system, not in front like Isaiah. So that's also a big factor to if the snow will leave or not. As we now get into later Saturday afternoon, we'll be seeing this very heavy snow moving east to bring the blizzard conditions near Big Rapids, Green Bay, even Madison, Wisconsin, and maybe even Milwaukee. And gonna start seeing that snow again entering areas not far from Toronto. Gonna start seeing some snow near Erie, Pennsylvania. Cleveland will be very light though. And we'll even see some snow move a bit more to the west, so it could extend all the way near Bismarck. And we'll even see another layer of snow coming out here into much of western Iowa, and then Des Moines, Iowa City will kind of convert to rain. Some areas will convert to rain again. We'll have Chicago seeing some snow. And then by Saturday morning, then by Saturday afternoon, it will convert to rain. And then even by later into Sunday morning, the snow does become a bit more widespread to the northeast. Now going to be seeing some very heavy snow near Florida, New York, Albany, Syracuse, Rochester, and even a good amount of snowball out here near the Poconos, Scranton, Hershey, State College. All these areas going to be seeing some snow moving near Indianapolis. We can have areas out here continue to see some snow flurries here in the Midwest, and very heavy rain continuing out here into the western coast of Michigan from Muskegon, and even out there near central Michigan near Big Rapids. All the way now to Sunday afternoon, the snow will continue on throughout the northeast. Going to be seeing some snow showers and some snow flurries moving on to West Virginia, even near Roanoke. Continue to see the snow out here into the Great Lakes, still out here off Lake Erie, off Lake Huron. Continue to bring another couple inches of snow from lake effect. And then we'll have, again, another layer of lake effect snow to affect areas even all the way to State College, Erie, Pennsylvania, Syracuse, Rochester, even Albany. We could see a couple flurries of snow, and then it should all be out by mostly Monday. So again, it won't be an incredibly long system, but it'll last a good 3 to 4 days, which is somewhat decently long, but also not as bad. But again, now we're going to be looking at the GFS new update. Again, it just got to 384 hours. Again, GFS should be actually starting a lot sooner than the GFS, or sorry, European shows within the next 72 hours or so. But basically, at this time on Friday, but actually the GFS does show it starting more like Friday morning-ish. That's going to bring a ton of ice throughout areas near even Wichita, maybe even Kansas City, and we'll even see some snow flurries out here and just near North Platte, and even out here near Jefferson City. So again, not going to be too bad. But as we now get later into Friday night, definitely going to get a lot worse. As you can see, definitely bring a ton of ice near Kansas City, Jefferson City, Joplin, St. Louis, and all the way into southern Illinois. We could be seeing blizzard conditions likely for much of western and central Iowa. Could be seeing some very heavy snow near Sioux Falls. Also, central Minnesota will be seeing some very heavy snow. We'll see this lighter outskirts heading near Springfield, heading near Waterloo, heading near Minneapolis, and Rochester, Minnesota. By later Saturday, look at the size of this system. This is definitely around twice as big as Isaiah. It's a massive system. Definitely be very widespread. Actually, GFS is extending it a lot more to the west than yesterday. Going to show affecting areas near Aberdeen with blizzard conditions, areas near Grand Forks, even some lighter snow to maybe moderate snow near Bismarck. Could be seeing a lot more snow heading out here into the Ohio Valley. Going to bring some snow for maybe some ice pellets to freezing rain near Cincinnati. Could be seeing some snow near Columbus. Even seeing some very heavy snow near north central Indiana. Blizzard conditions are likely for Chicago. Blizzard conditions are likely for much of the Midwest. Again, we're going to be seeing very heavy snow from Minneapolis, Madison, Wisconsin, Des Moines, Chicago, Aurora, Fort Wayne, South Bend, even Muskegon, and all the way up there near Grand Forks, we're seeing some very heavy snow. I can even see some freezing rain to snow out here by Saturday night. I could be seeing some freezing rain. I will be just below average, or sorry, just below freezing. So again, this could definitely be something to worry about. Again, like I said, we could be seeing some systems out here in the Appalachias. Again, look at the size of this system, stretching all the way from North Dakota to Virginia. It looks like Richmond and Roanoke will be seeing basically the first really snow of the year. Going to be seeing some blizzard conditions are likely near Toledo, Columbus. Not Columbus, out here areas near Cleveland. Very, very heavy snow out here near Detroit. Looks like Detroit would definitely get a lot more snow. Blizzard conditions again are likely very heavy throughout Wisconsin, Minnesota, much into the northern part of Michigan. Sorry. And then as we now get into by Saturday night, It's gonna bring some very heavy snow here, and even some freezing rain and ice threats near the DC area. Again, Roanoke could be seeing some snow out here into Maryland, and also Delaware near Dover. Going to be seeing some maybe some snow moving in near Long Island, Atlantic City, Newark, and even New York City could be seeing some snow out here. And we could be seeing complete whiteout conditions near State College out here in Philadelphia, or sorry, not Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and we'll continue to see the snow out here into the Midwest. Could be heavy, but we'll continue to get lighter on as we get just closer and closer to Sunday morning. And then by Sunday morning, again, the snow will get very heavy for Boston, mostly for the New England area. That's the biggest day out there in the New England area. Very heavy snow near Albany, Syracuse, Rochester, Burlington, Vermont, out here into Boston, Hartford, and Boston, again, Hartford, Providence, all these areas will be seeing some very heavy snow. And then it should be mostly out by Monday. Now we'll be looking at the snowfall totals, and European hasn't really necessarily changed a bit, except out here into like the southern part of the Ohio Valley, or just Ohio Valley, in these areas. It kind of has gone down actually quite a bit again. It kind of showed like an inch or so throughout southern Indiana, southern Illinois, southern Ohio, but now it shows nothing. But GFS is showing a lot more snow for these areas, and I would have to agree with the GFS on the system as well. But again, it is still showing no snow at all for St. Louis or Jefferson City, and GFS is showing a lot of snow for these areas, showing around half a foot of snow on your Sioux Falls, showing up to 7 to maybe 11 inches for Grand Forks, and also including Fargo, could be seeing up to 9 to possibly 10 inches of snowfall for Minneapolis. Same totals, maybe only 7 to 9 for Rochester, close to a foot of snowfall for these areas out here into Duluth. Going to be seeing a good amount of snowfall again near Des Moines and Iowa City, up to 4 to 6 inches of snowfall. Much of northeastern Iowa, 7 to 9 inches. Chicago less than an inch in this for the European. But again, the GFS is a lot different, a lot worse. Again, European has actually gone down, showing a kind of a cool down, really. Not showing as much snow. Again, the biggest update was probably the GFS. It's still showing up to 5 to maybe even 9 inches of snow near Milwaukee. 8 to 10 inches near Madison, Wisconsin. 8 to 10 inches. Actually, oh my god, like the same totals are like if you are like the far southeastern part near Milwaukee, then you'll be seeing less than like 5 inches. But other than that, the whole state of Wisconsin will be seeing up to more than 7 inches of snowfall, which is crazy. Out here near the Big Rapids area, we'll be seeing close to 13 inches. Areas near Marquette, 8 to maybe even a foot of snowfall. Detroit, around maybe 2 to 4 inches of snowfall. Muskegon, maybe up to 7 inches. Areas near New York City, less than an inch. Maybe into the far northern part of the city, up to 3 inches. Areas near Allentown, 4 to 5 inches of snowfall. Philadelphia, less than 3 inches. State College, maybe 3 to 4 inches. And throughout areas much of off the lakes, we'll be seeing here for Buffalo, Rochester, and even out here near Erie, Pennsylvania, up to 7 to 10 inches of snowfall. Albany, 5 to 7 inches. Hartford and Boston and Providence, we'll be seeing up to maybe 1 to 3 inches of snowfall. And then much of the New England area, we'll be seeing up to 11 to 13 inches of snow. Now we're going to be looking at the GFS, and as you can tell, it is definitely a lot different. It's even showing some snow out here into the southern plains, showing some snow out here up to 4 inches near southeast of Lubbock, showing up to 1 to 2 inches for much of the northern panhandle of Texas, and also the western counties of Oklahoma, up to 5 to 6 inches of snowfall for Kansas City, up to 6 to 10 inches of snowfall near Jefferson City, which is completely different than European. Again, European is showing nothing at all for these areas, so again, it's still around 3 days away, so we have plenty of time for these models to kind of agree somewhat. But again, this is not just like agreeing; like we need them to actually be like in the same location. To 7 to 9 inches for St. Louis, showing a good amount of snowfall near Chicago. 3 to 4 inches possible. Springfield, on the other hand, will get wrecked with up to 6 to 9 inches of snowfall. Areas near Waterloo and Iowa City, 7 to 10 inches of snowfall, maybe even 11 inches into far northeastern Iowa. Des Moines, 5 to 7 inches of snowfall. Areas near Minneapolis will be seeing close to 12 to 14 inches of snowfall near St. Paul, up to 11 to 12 inches. And areas near Rochester, 9 inches to a foot of snowfall. Areas near Sioux Falls, close to 9 inches. Areas near Bismarck will be seeing close to 2 to 3 inches. And also much near the eastern the eastern part of North Dakota near Grand Forks, and Fargo will be seeing up to 4 to 6 inches of snowfall. Also, Duluth will be seeing close to a foot of snowfall. Milwaukee, close to maybe 4 to 5 inches. Green Bay, 7 to 10 inches. Madison, Wisconsin, maybe 3 to 5 inches. Areas near Indianapolis, close to around 3 to 4 inches. Areas here into near the South Bend area into far northern Indiana, close to half a foot of snowfall. It looks like Detroit, close to 4 to 5, and much of northern Michigan, close to around 11 inches, maybe even 18 inches out here into the little small area. Could be seeing a ton of snowfall. Like I said, we could even see some snow here in my area. We could be seeing close to an inch of snowfall, which is actually a good deal, maybe even 2 inches into the areas near Franklin, North Carolina. Could be seeing up to maybe 1 to 3 inches near Washington, D.C. Could be seeing maybe less than 3 inches near Charleston. Could be seeing around a foot of snowfall near Cleveland, and other near than really necessarily Columbus, maybe just 2 to 3 inches. Areas near Philadelphia, around 6 to 5 inches of snowfall, maybe even 7. Allentown, maybe 7 to 8 inches. State College, 8 to 9 inches, and even near Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. Oh my gosh, I want to say Pittsburgh, around the area. Pittsburgh could be seeing a foot of snowfall, and then again off Lake Erie and Huron area, Pennsylvania could be seeing another foot to a foot and a half of snowfall. Could be seeing maybe New York City see maybe 3 inches. Hartford, Boston, and Providence will be seeing around 2 to 3 inches of snow. Up to 15 to 18 inches near far southeastern Maine to central Maine. Again, Portland and Augusta, Maine will definitely see a ton of snowfall out here. And to much of Vermont and New Hampshire, we'll be seeing close to around maybe 9 to 12 inches. But near Burlington, we'll be seeing 17 inches. But again, just a massive system, just a lot of cover over here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Everyone stay safe. I'll have another update on this tomorrow, and hopefully I can get home a lot earlier than I did today. But bye, guys.